Modern parents chase higher salaries, larger homes, and five-course dinners, yet every overtime shift auctions off another bedtime story. The speaker spotlights Mus'ab ibn Umair, a teenager who won Medina for Islam through character alone, and contrasts him with fathers today who can't win their own living room because they're never in it. From cradle to 30, each child owns an allotment of parental focus. Boys especially hang on their fathers from age 6 until young adulthood. When that focus is outsourced to gadgets, kids bond with phones, not parents, and tune out spiritual advice. Prophetic economics flips the script. A morsel is enough. Allah guarantees your provision. Simplicity frees hours to pray with a 6-year-old, discuss dreams with a 16-year-old, and mentor a 25-year-old. Children obey only those they love, and love demands daily presence, gentle speech and respect, never harsh commands hurled across exhaustion. The Prophet became irresistible because people felt valued in his company. Your children will rise or rebel by the same rule. Choose wisely. Another luxury upgrade or a legacy of guided souls? When father says pray and mother says finish homework, children spin into spiritual turbulence. Islam prevents the crash by anchoring final household authority in the father, but only if he steers with mercy and the mother publicly supports the course. The speaker likens parents to surge protectors. They absorb voltage so kids don't burn. Obedience to any parental order that doesn't contradict Sharia is obligatory. Refusal ranks among the grave sins. Yet command without kindness breeds mutiny. Parents must model the respect they demand, hammer out disagreements privately, then issue one voice. For kids, obedience is not oppression. It's fastening a seatbelt before takeoff. Screen time limits, prayer schedules, safe friendships. These are guardrails to Jannah, not barriers to joy. Honor them and the journey is smooth. Ignore them and the turbulence is self-inflicted. Every Quranic verse arrives in 2 wrappers. Zahir is the plain meaning any Arabic speaker can understand and act upon. Denying it endangers salvation. Batin is the hidden depth unlocked only by the Ahl al-Bayt. Rejecting that layer won't expel you from Islam, but mocking it severs access to treasures Allah reserved for His chosen guides. Literalists freeze at the rind and declare Allah owns hands like ours. Runaway mystics dive so deep they forget to pray on time. Shia practice balance. Obey the evident, revere the hidden, and consult imams for the encrypted commentary. Think liver enzymes. Unseen yet life-critical. Likewise, Batin meanings power the Quran's living heart, even if most believers never dissect them. Acknowledge both layers and you taste the whole fruit. Neglect one and you risk spiritual malnutrition. Outside culture wraps Muslim kids in a neon cloak of screens, peers, and liberal slogans long before they can spell temptation. The cure is not stricter teen rules but deeper toddler roots. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us to whisper adhan into a newborn's ear, an encrypted memo that spiritual programming starts at birth. Delay until 8, and adolescence becomes a triage unit. Wait until 13, and you're chasing a speeding train. Children mirror what they see. Pray aloud with toddlers hugging your leg. Swap cartoons for a 1-minute Quran story. Answer every why with calm conviction instead of because I said so. A 2-year-old who masters an iPad can master Al-Fatiha with proper makharij. The question is whether parents are present to teach it. Early exposure multiplied by consistent example equals lifelong immunity. Build that armor now, and when society's magnets pull, your child's compass still points to Allah. Islam says there are 2 rivers of knowledge. The first is ilm al-kasb, earned by reading, asking, experimenting. That river is open to everyone, and Allah will question us about how hard we swam in it. The second is ilm al-Ladunnī, pure inspiration placed straight into a chosen heart, like the hidden wisdom Allah gave Khidr when he sank a boat, or saved parents by ending a child's life. We respect that stream, but we don't claim to drink from it without proof. Anyone who shouts "God told me," yet offers no sign is fishing for followers, not guiding them. So where does that leave us? Study with all your might. Read Quran, attend classes, ask hard questions. But when you hit a verse or a mystery beyond your reach, park your ego and say, Allahu Alam, Allah knows best. Humility keeps the cup upright. Scholarship fills it. Therefore, balance both today. Schedule 10 minutes of study and 1 minute of silent awe, and let each protect the other. Crowds, decor, famous speakers, none of these prove success. A real masjid starts with a clear North Star sentence. For example, we will raise God-centered Muslims ages 5 to 40 who live Quran in public and private, who will take the torch of Ahlul Bayt as to the next generation. From that vision flow programs, Quran circles that teach tajweed and meaning, mentorship pairs that link elders to teens, life skills labs where young adults practice leadership instead of only listening to it. But programs collapse when power is hoarded, so governance must be transparent, driving towards a vision rather than family dynasty. A mosque that nails vision, programming, and accountability becomes a lighthouse. On the other hand, a place of worship that chases attendance stats is just limited to a social hall. In summary, if board members can't write a one-sentence vision, they can't deliver one. Therefore, leaders should draft the vision, and worshippers should ask to see it. A house of Allah deserves no less. Musab ibn Umayr walked into Yathrib, and within a year, strangers became Muslim. So why, 14 centuries later, can't we even persuade lifelong Muslims to love al-Bayt? The answer lies in two distinct tracks of guidance. Track 1. Basic Islam, accepting Tawhid and the Prophet, rests on human choice. Mus'ab delivered the Quran with irresistible character, and people freely said, La ilaha illa Allah. Track 2. Wilaya, recognizing the Imams, opens only when Allah turns a specific key in the heart. Imam Sadiq declared that the true Shia are already written by name, and no argument can add a soul that God has not unlocked. Does that make our effort pointless? Never. We are commanded to display the proof through living justice, compassion, and humility. Some born Shia drift because lineage does not equal loyalty, while seekers from other backgrounds discover wilaya when sincerity meets a living example. Our duty, then, is to polish the mirror of our behavior, honest trade, gentle speech, steadfast prayer, so that when Allah's grace arrives, the reflection of al-Bayt is already shining for every searching heart.